terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
A local conflict, none of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
We were attacked.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Dorito. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No. Talking
大家到底怎么会有
I
这
piss on
些
the fact that they call
Witcher
you
啊？
freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other. We're fighting a war. And you, my friend, cannot straddle the fence.
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
I'm surprised they haven't turned on you already.
How so?
The town guards treat non-humans like shit. Frankly, I don't know what keeps them here.
I'll tell you what, Geralt. The hunger they'd face in the forest. But I grant you, those acts of, insubordination need to be stopped. Soldiers are simple men. When you see your mate die, a scoia'tael arrow in his throat, it's hard to look favourably at the elf who sells your wife coloured kerchiefs. You're a witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
I see where this is going.
Yorveth's no better than a monster that attacks those who go out to gather kindling. Matter of fact, he's worse. He's smarter and crueler.
How do we get him?
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. Squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack...
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
Their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake, and Bernard Laurito's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarfs will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
I'm a witcher. I don't work for free.
Of course you don't. Help us capture the scoia'tael commander, and you'll be rewarded generously.
I'll see what
You stir up storms wherever you go. I actually believe you'll bring peace to Flotsam. Farewell.
离开在地。这是什么？搜索需要钥匙。
Any news?
I killed the Karen. So, Dandelion and Zoltan are
As we agree.
I guess
He's stubborn. It's the citizens of Flot. If need.
哎，哪里有钥匙啊？搜一下好了。干，我想要这个哎，钥匙在哪里啊？
Entry only on the Commandant's express orders. Off you go. No passage.
没有钥匙。
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the Commandant's provided it all.
True.
Turned me away at the door, the bastard. Turned me away at the door, the bastard.
哎，干！开门了也不顺便哦，还直接关起来，靠腰。我超靠北的。
We'll meet later. Don't forget your weapons on the way out.
18 败。这个好像比较好诶，钢剑。裤子。
Well, well. How?
It's people like him who might help us.
Or put us in shackles and throw us into the river.
He told me they're keeping Skoyatel prisoners on a barge in the port.
Did he mention if Kieran ep Esnalen, Yorvet's right-hand elf, is among them?
No.
He may know something about the Kingslayer.
Let's pay him a visit.
I tell him I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch and your life.
为什么？我刚才听到有人拔剑的声音。
What do you want?
To speak with the wounded prisoner.
No one's allowed.
I'm here on Commandant Laredo's orders.
I already cut a deal with you, but
So get out of my way.
he won't tell you much. He's dying.
他快嗝屁了。在哪里？
Shut your traps. Stop bloody moaning down there.
Look, Coffer's dozed off.
Wakey, wakey, Coffer. You'll fall asleep
Wakey,
forever
wakey.
any day now.
They beat him bad. He's got at least a dozen fractures. I'll need your help.
What do I do?
The spell I'm going to use is painful. It could kill him if he thrashes around.
I'll use the Axie sign to calm him.
Perfect.
压什么？
Look, Birdie's all wet. Hey, Birdie, you get wet just looking at me.
Get ready, Bert.
What's the bloody
fucker.
meaning of
哦，
this?
看错。哦。哎呀，
No playing with your sword, got it?
呀！哎，靠呀！
No playing with your sword, got it?
You fucker! We'll be watching you, Witcher.
妈嘚儿啊，现在是怎样？哎，哎，这样我怎么用啊？
What's the bloody meaning of this?
哦，
No
别
playing with
打，
your
走
sword,
开
got it?，
走开！
Shut your traps. Stop bloody moaning down
看现在
there.
是怎样？哦，有了有了，
Wakey, wakey, Coffer. You'll fall asleep forever any day now.
干，这任务他妈看不懂哎。
Birdie's all wet.
It's no use.
You wish, Horson. I'm no traitor.
He's raving.
That gun? Where am I?
In Flotsam. On the prison barge.
The convict's barge? I'm done for.
How did Laredo...
I was betrayed. How else?
You'd be dying in pain if it wasn't...
If it wasn't for the Dwan, I wouldn't.
There's a Witcher in Yorvik.
Like every Dwan. He turned out to be a bastard.
What happened?
He betrayed. He said he had an offer for me. So we met. Where roses of remembrance grow.
Roses of Remembrance?
Yes. Some of the last in the world. He thought that I'd betray my elven brother in order to control the unit. I refused. I've never seen anything like it. No human can move that fast. It was a massacre. I was the first to be hit. Thus I survived. I would have bled to death had Letho will kill Yorvith, and all will be lost. So many dead.
哇，那个人那么猛。
Why does the Dwan?
He used us from the start. Our hatred. But he no longer needs Yorvith. Sees him as a thorn in his side. I don't know what Letho wants.
白雷索。
Letho. He's the king.
Yes.
What does Yorvith want? Why
Go plow you.
You have to tell me. I'm on your side.
If you say so. Flotsam is only the beginning. We're no bandits, we fight for freedom. In due time, Yorvith will answer the call, and we'll emerge from the woods, joining the battle.
What battle?
He wasn't specific.
In that case, I'll ask Yorvith himself. We got what we came for. Yorvith.
What if Yorvith already knows?
I've got an old saying all ready for him. My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Warn him, Gwynplaine. Yorvith fights, for that is what he does best. He's Enshe, a real one, a free one, among the last. Fighting makes sense, now more than...
What are you talking about, Kir?
For change, for a better tomorrow. I'll not see it. They'll torment me to death on this barge, and I'll go gladly where the apple trees bloom. But you must warn Yorvith.
Yennefer told me that Ciri has departed for good. She inhabits another world and is happy there. Before she left this one, she gave us the Isle of Avallach, our island. We stopped counting time. People believe that the wraiths of the Wild Hunt are immortal. They race across the heavens, gripping in their bony hands swords, their lightning bolts. They take away mortals, ever expanding their cavalcade of spectral riders. They burned the orchard and the house. In their armored boots, they trampled our island. And they made off with Yennefer. I had to get her back. Return to reality. Return to the Witcher's path.
哦，原来现在才有讲哎，讲过去的故事哎，垃圾，第一代完全没有讲过。
I've been to the Isle of Avallach, among the apple trees and the mists. After the massacre in Rivia, Ciri took me there, and Yennefer. The Wraith Riders kidnapped Yen, and I pursued them.
But...
Triss, this is important. I feel like everything's coming together. When the Witchers found me barely alive a half-year ago near Kaer Morhen, I was fleeing the Wraiths of the Hunt. They continued to pursue me, in the outskirts, then in Vizima when I killed the Grand Master. Now I know it was no coincidence.
Kieran mentioned roses of remembrance growing somewhere near here. Cedric claims likewise. If that's true...
Right now I should be searching the forest for Yorvith, not looking for flowers.
I could restore your memory.
You sure?
Everything seems to indicate that. Whatever's blocking your memory is clearly weakening. I think I could break that barrier with just one petal from a rose of remembrance. Those flowers are truly powerful.
In that case, Yorvith can wait.
Want me to go with you?
I'd love your company.
All right then. Let's go. Cedric mentioned there are some old elven buildings near the cascade in the forest. We should start there.
Lead the way.
看他刚才是不是走错路啊？超靠北的。